Hello, everyone. Welcome back to English Conversation Academy. I'm Emma, and I'm so happy to be here with you today.
And I'm Alex. It's great to be back too. We're really excited for today's topic. It's a very important one, actually.
Yes, it really is. Today, we're going to talk about something that affects almost everyone at some point in their lives.
That's right. We'll be discussing money problems. It's a topic many people shy away from, but it's important to talk about it openly.
Absolutely. And as always, our goal is to help you practice your English conversation skills by listening to a natural everyday discussion.
So sit back, relax, and let's dive into today's conversation. We hope you find it helpful and engaging.
So, Alex, let's just jump right in. Have you ever personally experienced significant money problems?
Oh, definitely, Emma. I think most people have to some extent. I remember when I was in college, things were pretty tight.
Oh, really? What was that like? I can imagine being a student. There are so many expenses.
Exactly. Tuition, books, rent, and then just everyday living costs. I was working a part time job, but it barely covered everything.
Wow, I can imagine. So, what kind of things did you have to do to manage during that time?
Well, I became very good at budgeting. Every single dollar had a purpose. I cooked at home a lot, no eating out,
Oh, that's a classic one. I remember doing that too. It's amazing how much money you save when you don't buy coffee every day.
right? And I also tried to find free entertainment, library books, walks in the park, things like that. It was a learning experience.
It sounds like it. Did you ever feel stressed or anxious because of the money situation?
Oh, absolutely. There were times I'd open my bank account and just feel a knot in my stomach. It was really stressful.
I completely understand. That feeling of uncertainty, it can be overwhelming. I've been there myself.
Yeah. And it wasn't just the stress of not having enough, it was also the worry about the future.
The what ifs, right? What if an emergency happens? What if I can't pay next month's rent? Aha!
Exactly. Those thoughts can really keep you up at night. How about you, Emma? Any particular experiences?
Yes, actually. After I graduated and was looking for my first full time job, that was a challenging period.
Oh, I remember that feeling. The job market can be tough sometimes.
It really can. I had some savings, but they dwindled quickly. I was living on a very strict budget, just like you.
What kind of adjustments did you have to make?
Well, I moved back in with my parents for a short time. That helped a lot with rent. And I cut out all non essential spending.
That's a smart move. Family support can be a lifesaver during those times.
It truly was. I also remember feeling a bit embarrassed to talk about it with friends.
Oh, I know that feeling too. It's like there's a stigma around money problems. People often don't want to admit it.
Exactly. It's such a common experience, yet we often feel alone in it. Why do you think that is?
I think society often portrays success as having a lot of money. So admitting financial struggles can feel like admitting failure.
That's a very good point. It's a societal pressure, isn't it? To always appear like you have everything under control.
Yeah, it is. But the reality is, life happens. Unexpected expenses come up, jobs are lost, things change.
So true, and it's not always about being irresponsible with money either. Sometimes it's just circumstances.
Absolutely, like a sudden illness or a car breaking down. Things you can't really plan for.
Speaking of which, have you ever had an unexpected expense that really threw your budget off track?
Oh, yes. A few years ago, my washing machine broke down completely. It was totally unexpected.
Oh no, that's never fun. And they're not cheap to replace, are they?
Not at all. It felt like a huge hit to my savings. I had to dip into my emergency fund, which was fine, but still,
I completely get that. It's like you work so hard to save, and then something like that happens, and it's gone in an instant.
exactly. It was frustrating, but it also reinforced the importance of having that emergency fund.
Definitely. That's a lesson I learned the hard way too. Now, I try to always have at least a few months' worth of expenses saved.
That's the goal, right? It provides such peace of mind.
It really does. So, when you were in college and things were tight, did you ever feel pressure to keep up with friends?
Oh, that's a tricky one. Yes, sometimes. My friends would want to go out or do things that cost money.
And what would you do in those situations?
I learned to be honest. I'd say something like, hey, I'd love to, but I'm on a really tight budget right now.
That takes courage, I think, to be open about it.
It does. But my true friends understood. We'd find cheaper alternatives, like potlucks instead of restaurants, or just hanging out at someone's place.
That's a great outcome. It makes you who your real friends are too, doesn't it?
It really does. It was a good lesson. What about you? Did you ever feel that pressure?
A little bit. Yes, especially when everyone else was getting new clothes or going on trips. I just couldn't afford it.
And how did you handle that?
I tried to focus on what I could do, like I got really into hiking because it was free and enjoyable.
That's a great way to reframe it. Finding joy in simple, inexpensive things.
Yeah, it helped me appreciate experiences over possessions, actually.
That's a wonderful perspective to gain from a difficult situation.
It was. So, what do you think are some of the biggest causes of money problems for people today?
That's a big question. I think a lack of financial education is a huge one. Many people don't learn how to budget or save effectively,
That's so true. We learn so many things in school, but personal finance isn't always a priority.
right? And then there's unexpected debt, like credit card debt, that can quickly spiral out of control.
Oh, credit card. They can be so convenient, but also so dangerous if not managed carefully.
Exactly. The interest rates can just be brutal. It's easy to get caught in a cycle.
And what about the cost of living? It seems like everything is getting more expensive these days.
Oh, definitely. Housing costs, food prices, they're all rising. It makes it really hard for people to save or even just get by.
It really does. It feels like wages aren't keeping up with the increasing costs.
That's a big part of the problem. People are working hard, but their money just doesn't stretch as far as it used to.
So, if someone is struggling with money, what's the very first step they should take, in your opinion?
I think the very first step is to acknowledge it, to admit to yourself that there's a problem.
That's important. Facing it head on instead of ignoring it.
Yes, and then once you acknowledge it, you need to sit down and look at your finances honestly. See where your money's going.
Create a budget, basically. A clear picture of income and expenses.
Exactly, that's crucial. You can't fix a problem like if you don't know what the problem actually is.
And what if someone feels overwhelmed by all of that? It can seem like a huge task.
It can. But start small. Just track your spending for a week or a month. Use an app or just a notebook.
That's a good tip. Make it manageable. Don't try to do everything at once.
Right. And then, once you have that picture, look for areas where you can cut back. Even small changes can add up.
Like the coffee example we talked about earlier. Or packing your lunch instead of buying it.
Precisely. Those little adjustments can free up some cash.
And what about seeking professional help? Is that something you would recommend?
Absolutely, if the situation is serious. Financial counselors can offer incredible guidance and support.
That's a great point. They can help you create a plan and even negotiate with creditors.
Yes, they have a lot of expertise. It's not something to be ashamed of, to ask for help.
No, not at all. It's a sign of strength, I think, wanting to improve your situation.
Exactly. And also, it's important to remember that money problems that often come with emotional stress.
Oh, absolutely. The anxiety, the worry, it can really impact your mental health.
So, taking care of your mental well being is just as important as addressing the financial issues themselves.
That's a really good reminder. It's all connected. Perhaps talking to a trusted friend or family member can help.
Yes, sharing your struggles and can lighten the burden. Just knowing you're not alone can make a big difference.
It really can. So, besides budgeting, what other practical tips do you have for managing money better?
Well, creating an emergency fund is absolutely essential. We talked about that earlier, but
Yes, for those unexpected washing machine breakdowns. Ha 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 ha.
exactly. And also, trying to avoid impulse purchases. That's a big one for many people.
Oh, I am so guilty of that sometimes. Scrolling online and suddenly seeing something you need.
It's so easy to do with online shopping, so being mindful before you click buy can save you a lot.
That's a good strategy. Maybe waiting 24 hours before making a purchase.
Yes, that's a classic tip. It gives you time to think if you truly need it.
And what about setting financial goals? Does that help?
Oh, absolutely. Setting clear, achievable goals can be incredibly motivating.
Like saving for a down payment on a house or for retirement?
Yes, or even just a short term goal, like saving for a nice vacation or a new laptop.
So, having something to work towards gives you a purpose for your money.
Exactly. It makes budgeting feel less like a chore and more like a path to something you want.
I agree. It's like you're telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went.
Haha, that's a great way to put it, Emma.
Thanks. What about learning new skills or investing in yourself? Does that relate to money problems?
Oh, absolutely. Investing in yourself can lead to higher earning potential, taking courses, getting certifications, anything that boosts your skills.
So, it's not just about cutting expenses, but also about increasing income.
Exactly. It's a two-pronged approach. Sometimes cutting expenses isn't enough if your income is too low.
That's very true. So, looking for ways to earn more, either through a promotion, a side hustle, or a new job.
Yes, it takes effort, but it can make a significant difference in the long run.
Have you ever personally tried a side hustle to earn extra money?
I have actually. When I was saving up for a big trip, I started doing some freelance writing online.
Oh, that's interesting. How did you find those opportunities?
I used a few freelance platforms. It wasn't a huge amount of money, but it definitely added up over time.
That's a smart way to do it. And it sounds like it gave you some flexibility too.
It did. I could do it in the evenings or on weekends. It fit around my main job.
That's a great idea for people who have some free time and want to boost their income.
Definitely. There are so many options now with the internet, from teaching online to selling crafts.
It's amazing how many ways there are to make a little extra cash these days.
It really is. It just requires a bit of creativity and willingness to try something new.
So, thinking about the psychological aspect again, what's one piece of advice you would give to someone feeling really down about their money situation?
I would tell them that they are not alone and that it's temporary. Things can and will get better with effort and a plan.
That's very comforting advice. It's easy to feel like you're stuck forever.
Yeah, and also to focus on the small victories. Every little bit of progress is still progress.
So if you save just an extra $10 this week, that's still a win.
Absolutely. Celebrate those small wins. They build momentum and help you stay motivated.
I love that. It's all about shifting your mindset a bit.
Exactly. And to not compare yourself to others. Everyone's financial journey is different.
Oh, that's such an important point. Social media makes it so easy to compare our lives to seemingly perfect ones.
Right? But you never know what's truly going on behind the scenes. Focus on your own path.
That's a really valuable reminder. It's so easy to fall into that trap.
It is. So let's talk about the concept of good debt versus bad debt. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh, that's an interesting distinction. I think good debt is something that helps you build wealth or increase your income in the long run.
Can you give an example of that?
Sure, like a mortgage on a house, if the property value increases, or student loans, if they lead to a high paying job.
Ah, I see. So it's an investment that has the potential to pay off.
Exactly. What about bad debt then?
Bad debt is typically anything that doesn't provide a return and often depreciates in value, like credit card debt on consumer goods.
Oh, I see. So buying things that lose value quickly on a high interest credit card,
Yes, or a car loan for a car that loses half its value as soon as you drive it off the lot.
that makes a lot of sense. So it's about distinguishing between necessary investments and pure consumption.
Precisely. It's about being smart with how you borrow money.
Do you think people are generally aware of this distinction?
I think some are, but many aren't. And that goes back to the lack of financial education we talked about. And
It all comes full circle, doesn't it? Education is key.
it truly is. If people understood this better, they might make different choices.
So, what kind of habits do you think are most important for long term financial health?
Oh, definitely consistent saving, even if it's a small amount every month. Automating it helps a lot.
Setting up an automatic transfer from your checking to your savings account. That's a great idea.
Yes. Pay yourself first is the mantra. And then regularly reviewing your budget, not just setting it and forgetting it.
So, actually checking in to see if you're sticking to it and making adjustments.
Exactly. Life changes, so your budget needs to be flexible too.
And what about learning about investments? Is that something people should consider?
Absolutely. Once they have an emergency fund and any high interest debt paid off, investing can really help your money grow over time.
But it can seem a bit intimidating for beginners, can it?
It can, but there are many resources now for beginners. Low cost index funds, for example. Start small.
So it's not just for people with a lot of money or expertise.
Not at all. It's for everyone. The earlier you start, the better because of compound interest.
Ah, the magic of compound interest, where your interest earns interest.
Yes, it's truly amazing over the long term.
What about setting up different bank accounts for different purposes? Does that help?
Oh, I find that incredibly helpful. Like having a separate account for savings, a separate one for bills, and a separate one for spending.
So it makes it easier to track where your money is going and what's allocated for what.
Exactly. It creates mental clarity. You're less likely to accidentally spend your bill money on something else.
That's a really practical tip. I think I might try that.
You should. It makes a big difference. It helps you feel more in control.
So, looking back at your own experiences, what's the most important lesson you've learned about money?
I think it's that Money is a tool. It's not inherently good or bad. It's about how you use it and what it allows you to do.
That's a very insightful way to put it. It's not the goal, but a means to an end.
Yes, and that financial well being, it isn't just about how much money you have, but also about your relationship with it.
So, it's about habits and mindset and understanding.
Precisely. And for you, Emma, what's your biggest takeaway?
For me, it's that communication is key, whether it's with a partner about shared finances or with friends about your budget.
Oh, that's so important, especially with a partner. Money can be a huge source of conflict.
It absolutely can. So, having open, honest conversations about money is crucial for any relationship.
I completely agree, and it avoids misunderstandings, and resentment down the line.
Yes. And also, that asking for help or admitting you're struggling is not a weakness, it's a strength.
That's a powerful message, Emma.
Thanks, Alex. And I think for our viewers, it's important to remember that everyone faces financial challenges at some point.
Definitely, you're not alone, and there are always steps you can take to improve your situation.
Absolutely. Small steps can lead to big changes over time.
So, we hope this conversation has been helpful for all of you, learning English and also thinking about your own finances.
Yes, we really do. Remember, consistent effort and a positive mindset can go a long way.
Thank you so much for joining us today, Oteisha, on English Conversation Academy.
It was great talking with you, Alex. And thank you all and for listening. We'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone. Take care.
Bye.